بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإما نرينك بعد الذي نعدهم أو نتوفينك فإنما عليك البلاغ وعلينا الحساب أولم يروا أنا نأتي الأرض ننقصها من أطرافها والله يحكم لا معقب لحكمه وهو سريع الحساب وقد مكر الذين من قبلهم فلله المكر جميعا يعلم ما تكسب كل نفس وسيعلم الكفار لمن عقبى الدار ويقول الذين كفروا لست مرسلا قل كفى بالله شهيدا بيني وبينكم ومن عنده علم الكتاب سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي يا رب صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. Respected elders, young brothers and friends, and my honorable brothers and sisters who are listening at home, I've recited the very last verses of Surah Ar-Ra'd, upon which Surah Ar-Ra'd comes to an end, and thereafter begins Surah Ibrahim. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept this majlis of Tafseer al-Quran and make it means of our forgiveness and coming close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and building our relationship with the Quran strong. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us in touch with the book, with the Quran, till our last moment when we will be leaving this dunya. The Quran is a mirror for us. If we want to check our beliefs, our morals, our amals, whether they are correct or incorrect, then Quran is like a mirror. And the Quran will tell you whether your beliefs are right or not. For this very reason, our elders, they say that these Dars of Qur'ans, circles of Qur'ans should take place everywhere so that the people can correct their beliefs. I've recited very last verses of this surah, as I mentioned. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promised Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that the victory is for Islam and the believers of Islam. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala permitted Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, those who deny your prophethood, or those who are showing enmity, hostility to you, to your message, to Islam, and we will punish them. Now, in these present verses, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comforted Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and assured Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, what we have promised them, it will happen. It will happen. It could happen in your lifetime, and it could happen after your life, after your death. But it will happen. Our Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was worried about Islam, and Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wanted to see the full victory of Islam with his own eyes. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala assured him by saying, وَإِمَّا نُرِيَنَّكَ بَعْدَ الَّذِي نَعِدُهُمْ, whether we show you part of what we have promised them, أَوْ نَتَوَفَّيَنَّكَ, or we cause you to die, فَإِنَّمَا عَلَيْكَ الْبَلَاغُ, your duty is to convey the message, وَعَلَيْنَا الْحِسَابُ, and it is on us the reckoning. So Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was told not to worry. Victory eventually will be for the believers, for the Muslims, for those who believe in Islam, for those who believe in you, victory is for them. And our Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was told, أَوَلَمْ يَرَوْا أَنَّ نَاتِ الْأَرْضَ نَنْقُسُهَا مِنْ أَطْرَافِهَا. Oh my beloved, this is enough news for you and glad tidings for you, that do they not see that we gradually are reducing the land of non-believers from all sides, meaning in the war victories, when the war took place and the Muslims were gaining the victory, so they were coming in the control of the believers, the Muslims. Whenever, even in the days of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when the battle of Badr took place and many other battles took place, and all the tribes, they embraced Islam. They came into the fold of Islam. So Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was told that do you not see, and do they not see that their land is being reduced, meaning Muslims are taking over. So our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was comforted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not to worry. The victory either in your own lifetime or after your death will happen. And even after Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's death, Umar Farooq radiallahu ta'ala, he conquered all the countries like Iran and other countries. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was told not to worry. Wallahu yahkumu la mu'aqqiba li hukmihi. Allah judges, and there is no one to put back the judgment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Meaning that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants the Islam to gain victory, and no one can stop this. This is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is Allah's hand. وَهُوَ السَّرِيعُ الْحِسَابِ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, told Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he is quick at reckoning. Meaning these very people whom we promised that we will punish them. And oh my beloved, you are not seeing this punishment. It will happen on the day of judgment. If not in this dunya, it will happen on the day of judgment. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reckon everyone on the day of judgment. And then Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam also was comforted by Allah said, look, if these people are showing hostility to you and they are devising the plots and plans, then remember, this had happened in the previous communities. Whenever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent a prophet, we should always remember, when there is a khair, opposite there will be a shar. When there are good people, and the opposite you will find the bad people. If there is a Musa, and then in opposite there will be a Fir'aun. If there is a Fir'aun, then there will be Musa. So this is the custom, and this is the sunnah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whenever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent a prophet, then there were his enemies. So, and the enemies, what they did? They planned against the prophet and the believers. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَقَدْ مَكَرَ الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ. Even before these people, the previous communities, they also devised, they did devise the plots. But what happened? فَلِلَّهِ الْمَكْرُ جَمِيعًا. All the planning is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Meaning, the ulama, they mentioned the meaning of all the planning is for Allah, meaning those who plan against Islam and the believers, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make their plans go fail. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring failure to their plots. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He sent Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam as a true messenger. And the Islam is the true religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And whosoever will play games and whosoever will plot against Islam, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will judge it. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take care of Islam. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make sure that all those plans which were made against Islam, they are in failure and they do not succeed. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يَعْلَمُ مَا تَكْسِبُ كُلُّ نَفْسٍ. Allah says, every person what he earns, Allah knows. What everyone is doing is in the knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We should always keep in our mind that whether we are in the public or whether we are in privacy, we should always remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is there. He knows what we are doing. He knows each and every movement of our person. So we should never ever think that I am hiding from Allah. No one can hide from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We may hide ourselves from other people, but we cannot hide from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah is alerting us that the يَعْلَمُ مَا تَكْسِبُ كُلُّ نَفْسٍ. Whatever you are doing, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows it, and it is the ilm of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَسَيَعْلَمُ الْكُفَّارُ لِمَنْ أُقْبَدَاتٍ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, those who are showing hostility to Islam and they are denying the prophethood of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, soon they will know. Soon they will know for whom is the victory, and soon they will come to know the end. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the very last verse, Allah is saying, وَيَقُولُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لَسْتَ مُرْسَلًا. Allah is saying, the disbelievers are saying, you are not a messenger. Disbelievers are saying, they do not believe in your prophethood. And they're claiming that you are not a messenger of Allah. Say, قُلْ كَفَى بِاللَّهِ شَهِيدًا بَيْنِي وَبَيْنَكُمْ وَمَنْ إِنْدَهُ عِلْمُ الْكِتَابِ. Say, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is sufficient as a witness between me and you and all those who have the knowledge of book. Meaning, the people of previous books. Abdullah bin Salam radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he was a Jew. Abdullah bin Salam radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he was a Jew. Zayd bin Sana radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he was a Jew. And they read about Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in their books. And then what was written in their books, they found it in Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and they embraced Islam. Zayd bin Sana radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he read one quality of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that the last prophet will be very tolerant. He will have the quality of forbearance. And then he wanted to test Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And on one occasion, because Rasulullah had borrowed money from him, and he on one occasion, while Rasulullah was along with his Sahaba Ikram, and they were, he gave the time, within this period you have to pay me your loan. And there were 3 days left, and he approaches Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he was very harsh to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he used a very rude language. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was listening and did not say anything. And the companions around Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they were furious that how is he behaving to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, leave him. He has the right to speak. He has the right to speak. Now, for 3 days, it is mentioned for 3 days he did not let Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam go. And Rasulullah stayed on the very spot and he offered his praise there. And the Sahaba Ikram were really worried. After 3 days, Rasulullah said to Umar radiallahu ta'ala, go and pay his loan. And when he took him, and he said to Umar radiallahu ta'ala, do you recognize me who I am? He said, no, I don't recognize you. He said, I am the scholar from the Jewish community and my name is Riaz bin Sana. So he said, he said, so why did he do all this? He said, I just want to test Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, your Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because I read in the book Tawrat that the last prophet will be very tolerant. He will have this helm, forbearance inside him. So today I wanted to test him, and I found that he is the really prophet. So, Umar, I make you witness that I have embraced Islam and all the wealth. And remember, I have given my half wealth to Islam and the Muslims. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, tell them that the Allah is sufficient as a witness, meaning that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam showed his miracles, meaning Allah is witness, meaning the mu'jizat, the miracle of Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. You know, Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he pointed at the moon and the moon split into two parts. This was the miracle. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because all the miracles happen with the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was told, tell them that Allah is enough witness between me and you and the people who have the knowledge. So here, on this very verse, upon this verse, Surah Arad comes to an end. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept this majlis and make it means of our forgiveness. And inshallah, from next dars, Surah Ibrahim will begin. اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم